Hi Libra, welcome to 2017. This is Astrology Kiki, and we're going to go over your January forecast. The month really starts off in a very productive way. This is a great time to get things started, take initiative. They're very positive aspects, but there are also aspects with which you will need to actually go out and take advantage of. If you just sit back, they're not going to fall in your lap. You actually have to make something of it and take the initiative. But you do have the planets in there that are perfect for that scenario. Mars, which is the planet of action, is encouraging you to get out and get involved and be productive. And really, these are surrounding houses that are quite interesting. You have the sixth house, which is the house of work environment, your health, your daily tasks and duties. It's a very busy area where you're getting things done. You're out there. And so it's perfect combination of being productive and getting these things done. But it's also combined with the fourth house and the third house. So the fourth house is the house of home and family. And so you may see that you are working from home now, or you are starting some kind of home project or family project. You're getting more involved with your family. You have something going on where you're involving them. Your day-to-day tasks are really taking your family or your home into consideration. In that mix, there's the third house, and the third house is creativity, it's travel, it's short travel, it's siblings, community, neighbors, relatives, writing, marketing, contracts. So it's a little bit more of a broad spectrum. But if you were to look at all three of them combined, maybe you're writing a contract on buying, selling, or leasing a home. Maybe or renovating your home. Maybe you're involved in those renovations as part of your daily tasks and duties in your work environment. Maybe you're going on a short trip with your family, and it can be quite a few things in this area. Maybe you're starting a new writing project or marketing project, and this is a great time for you to take advantage of that productivity and take the initiative to really get it started. This is a good time for new beginnings. If it's with regards to your health, which is a sixth house aspect, you maybe January, maybe you're gonna get started, really get the ball rolling with a new exercise routine. So perfect time to do it would be the first week of January, really. The second half of January is a little bit mixed. You have some positive in there with some more challenging aspects involved as well. And what it kind of tells me is that you may have a wrench thrown in whatever is going on. You know, you're very productive, you're getting things done, but then this pops up. But it's really mixed. So to me, it would say, yes, there are challenges, but that's nothing you can't overcome. So some of the things that we're seeing at the end of the month would be some of the planets that we're seeing really are Uranus, which is a very unstable planet. It's a planet where you tend to see surprises, and these are surprises that you didn't see coming. Doesn't mean they're bad. It's just sometimes you taken aback, just didn't expect this to happen. So that's one of the things that could happen. Also Neptune. Neptune's an interesting planet. It's a very creative planet. It can almost cloud judgment and thinking. In many ways, everything seems great, but it's maybe because you don't have the whole picture. And so those two together maybe tell me that there's something going on. You might not have been aware. You're taken by surprise about something, some kind of challenge. And, but it's nothing that I think you can't overcome. Now, another planet that's involved in the end of the month is Saturn. And Saturn is a planet of restriction. It's one that gives you some lessons. It's not always an easy planet, and and it so you may find yourself. It is a very stabilizing planet. On the other hand, so when you have Uranus, which is kind of a very unstable planet, and you mix that with aspects with regards to Saturn, you can see some sort of stabilizing effect there. But what I see, and it's very short term, so what I see is really you may be thrown some surprises. There's a challenge there, but you can overcome it. And these are really surrounding your third, fourth, and seventh houses. So again, your third house is writing, travel, contracts, siblings, neighbors, community, marketing, and you combine that with the fourth house of home and family, as well as the seventh house, which is your house of partnerships. So maybe you're having some arguments. There's Mercury's having some issues in that around that time, and Mercury is the planet of communication. So when you're thrown obstacles with regards to communication and partnerships, you could see that the challenges might arise from something with either a business partnership or a long-term love relationship, not like a short-term dating type of relationship, but like a marriage partner or someone that you've been with for a very long time. It could even be just someone very close to you that has been a partner for a while, or someone that you work with. So those are some things that can happen towards the end of the month. Again, short term, it's mixed, so you have the challenges in there with the positive, and I still encourage you to take initiative and just go for it, and maybe some creative resolutions will get you past any of those challenges. There is also a full moon in the middle of the month in the ninth house. Full moons tend to signify the end of something. They can be more emotional. So when you're looking at ninth house issues, you're looking at long distance travel, higher education, philosophy, thinking, court cases, legal matters, things like that. So maybe you're seeing the end of some kind of long drawn out court process, or child custody issues, or divorce, or the full moon will tend to signify endings, so that you can have a new beginning. Now this full moon is actually there's nothing terribly negative about it. So maybe, I would assume that this full moon, even though it does signify endings, it might be a positive thing in your life. And you're looking forward to the ending of that so that you can move on to something else. But then again, it could be if you've been traveling for a long time, if you've been studying, maybe you got your degree and you can now move on and do something, and move on to something new, start making money and get out of school. At the end of the month, there is a new moon in your fourth house. Again, we have a very strong fourth house focus here this month, and new moons tend to signify beginnings. And this one involves family, property, home. So again, if part of what your initiative or your very productive month is involving is starting a new business from home, or you're writing, you're writing, or you work in real estate and you're involved in contracts and anything involving the home, involving maybe a home project, a renovation. This is a very positive time, and time for you to begin that new project towards the end of the month. And Pluto is very closely involved in this new moon. So Pluto tends to signify kind of like a rebirth. And so maybe you're moving into a new home, or maybe you're just um, renovating, and this is really the time to start from ground zero and work your way up. But again, so a very sort of mixed month, but a very good time to get started, get 2017 moving, being productive and initiative. Okay.